Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice and Okazaki's route. And in the last part, we got this choice, and we purposely did the bad ending, and that's where we ended it. So we're coming right back here, and we're about to go down the good ending. Let's retreat so you don't die. I might not be able to catch up to Sanjo. Even if I went after him alone, I couldn't leave Okazaki alone in his current condition. My hip hurts so bad right now all of a sudden. Let's fall back. Okay, they might have set up more traps in this part of Shinjuku Garden. Which we know they did. I called for an ambulance. Once I reported our status, I hung up right away. Let's tend to those wounds first. You're losing too much blood. I controlled my voice as much as I could to calm my nerves, and then I ripped my shirt off. He's like, Hey, what are you doing? Like I said, first aid. This is all I have available. I was a little embarrassed to be in my underwear, but propriety wasn't really an issue right now. I mean, you could have ripped part of your shirt. You didn't have to rip the whole thing. Okazaki, on the other hand, seemed to be unusually shocked. Because boobs. He's like, do you always wear black lacy bras under white shirts to work? It was the only clean one. That's the day, and you're like, oh, don't rip your skirt, though. Granny panties, right? He must have lost too much blood. You're in your bra, girl. Jesus. Even if he didn't want to bone you, he'd be like, oh, boobs. I mean, is it too tight? Just tough it out. It's okay. You can make it tighter. I feel bad that I'm getting first aid from you. No, you feel bad that you're staring at my boobs. Contrary to his words, Okazaki looked quite happy. I'm sorry, I am literally trying to stretch my fucking hip out, so I'm standing in the awkwardest position right now, so I almost fell over. It didn't sit right with me, so I felt I had to say something about it while I was treating him. Why are you so happy about this? This wound obviously hurts, and this was all my fault, so why? Because I managed to protect you properly. I'm grateful that I got injured in that way. He's fucking mental. The wrongness of the situation now far outweighed any gratitude or guilt I was feeling. Why do you have to go to such extremes? You could have gotten yourself killed trying to protect me back there, you know? Maybe, but you don't need to worry about that. That's my wish. What? Once I finished tying my shirt into a makeshift bandage, I let go and watched Okazaki. Thanks, this is good enough. We should hurry up and retreat. What did you mean? This is no time to talk. But more importantly... Huh? Oh, right, I only tore part of it. I can still wear it. My mind's still full of doubts. I put my shirt back on and buttoned it up. Anyway, we have to get out of here. He needs treatment soon. You could have ripped a sleeve off your shirt without taking the whole thing off. You just wanted to flash him your bra, girl. I stood up and then turned and offered my hand to Okazaki. Okazaki, can you walk? I'll lend you my shoulder, so grab hold. Huh? I'm okay. Actually, Okazaki sighed. Hey, how about this? Eh? He suddenly took hold of my shoulder and threw an arm around me. Up we go. What? Suddenly I was swept up off my feet. Here we go then. Hold on tight. Okazaki. I shouted his name in surprise, but he'd already started running with me in his arms. This man is motherfucking crazy. And he's some kind of alien. What are we running at warp speed? I was buffeted by the wind of another nearby blast. So they're over there too. We should hurry. What? Okazaki, put me down! Holy shit. Oh, that's what it was. So it wasn't. Aww. That's adorable. You cannot have my drink, bird. Perfect men. Every single one of them. You're really skinny. You should eat more. Said no man ever. You're really light, Spacey. Have you been eating enough? Yes? No, forget about that. Please put me down. You'll open your wounds. You worry too much about me. Didn't you get burned a bit too? That's not worth carrying me over. I can run on my own, so... This is way faster. Besides, there's more of them than I thought. Plus, he probably runs faster than you. More of what? See, it's dangerous to squirm too much. You might open up my wounds again. After he said that, I couldn't offer any more resistance. I desperately clung tightly to Okazaki as he carried me. So fast. It's kind of funny that she's wearing, like, a skirt and stockings as a policewoman. You know, like, I'm gonna wear a mini skirt. I mean, it's fucking a mini skirt. It's a goddamn mini skirt. Like, I just think it would be more practical for police women to be wearing, like, pants. Unless it's, like, your dress uniform, and then, okay, whatever, you can wear a skirt. But, like, I'm going out on patrol in my mini skirt. The fuck? I know it's for the game purposes, but still. Okazaki ran through the smoke at an incredible pace, despite being wounded and carrying someone else. Maybe this was actually faster, but his wounds... Maybe this way is actually faster. Okazaki's body felt hot. He had probably been burned. His clothes were in tatters. My chest tightened when I realized this. It's dangerous here, too. Okay, let's try that way. Somehow, Okazaki knew that there were more bombs in that area, so he decided to change directions and avoid that path. How did you know? It's just experience. You should just go back exactly the way you came because you didn't hit on any bombs when you... I mean, not to say that he's not pushing the buttons. You know what I mean? But I just sounded more like it was a... Like... You know what I mean? Like it was a landmine. Like she stepped on it and triggered it. I don't know. Experience? But how can that be instinctual? It's going to be okay. I won't let them hurt you again. You get a sip, bird. Because what happens is then you get too much and then you fling it and then I'm wearing a drink. And I don't want to wear my drink. Okazaki, but for that, I need you to hold on tight. I absolutely don't want to let you get hurt. No, get out of here. I love you, but not that much. Go away. Go play. Okay. He's such an asshole, my bird. August update has been added to materials. Yay! And we made it out alive, guy. Oh, I'm sorry. November update. Okay. Let's read those. Oh. Chapter 5. Yay! We successfully didn't die. I mean, obviously. Ooh, who's this? It's probably us still. Okay, 12:23. Oh, it's Christmas Eve. Hold on. August. The investigation had stalled for a long time, but after a confession from Keisuke Sanjo, it was revealed that he was the one who committed the murders. Adonis was using one of their members to commit these as part of a substitution murder. Sanjo himself had no motive for the killings. The suspect in the shooting death on December 7th appears to be the person Sanjo was doing the killings for. Suspect in the shooting death on December 7th. Who was the December 7th guy? I don't remember. Masayoshi Todoroki, the driver of the police motorcycle and one of the victims of the incident, had covered up illegal activities in the past. He constantly harassed his subordinates, and it seems that Sanjo had requested that Adonis carry out this murder. After listening to Sanjo's confession, the perpetrator is assumed to be a young male hacker, but the suspect has not been narrowed down yet. Oh my God, Sasuzuka! Why? Any leads on Keisuke Sanjo? Not yet. We're intensifying the manhunt at Shinjuku Garden. He used to be in traffic ops. We got way too many enemies on the inside. Morioka, your irritation isn't helping. I know. I've seen some shit. But even if we were to capture Adonis' agents, our memories are wiped and we can't get a foothold. Next day is right around the corner. We can't afford to be spinning our wheels now. He's so handsome in an angry way. But he's kind of handsome in a nerd way. We just like to give us handsome people to look at. I'm sorry about that, but I have some news you may find interesting. What? It's about that SP, Kei Okazaki, the one who was watching her. Although Keisuke is and then Kei, I don't know. Crazy. Crazy people have that. Crazy. That's all I'm saying. I believe he's been falsifying his reports recently. Are you saying he's double-crossed us? We don't know if he's connected to Adonis, but it's clear he knows something about her we don't. Most likely, Assistant Inspector Okazaki is attempting to protect his charge. Fine then. I'll check up on them later. I know, I'm just being overdramatic. Anyway, this is an emergency. We don't have time to just focus on the past. I want all resources on finding Adonis's HQ. Use whatever means necessary to root them out. Also, are there any new developments from investigating the captured suspects? We searched their home phone and internet records, but everything had been cleaned. Found nothing to note. It's certain that Sugawara was receiving commands from her implemented microchip. Microchip? When Rika Sugawara was examined after her arrest for the arson incident on December 8th, this microchip was found near her neck. The chip was a sound receiver transmitter thought to have been implanted by Adonis. But cybercrime hasn't been able to locate the source of the transmissions. We're shaking down known suspects, religious cults, and anti-government groups, but there are no indications any of them are connected to Adonis. Ever since Adonis was dismantled 2 years ago, details on its remnants have been hazy. That's all we have to report. So we got nothing. There seems to be some kind of commotion. Chief, what are you doing here, sir? I will personally be taking command of the X-Day investigation from this point. I don't trust him. I'm disappointed in investigations. Command is wondering how long you'll allow this chaos to continue. My own dignity is at stake here. If the damage spreads any further, the police stand to lose all public credibility. First, let me address all the monthly X-Day cases up until November. Whichever of these crimes are unsolved, you're to arrest suspects immediately. Wait a minute, sir. If it were that easy, the investigation wouldn't still be ongoing. I've included this in the reports, but every one of the captured perpetrators have had their memories erased by Adonis. I don't care. He's like, oh my god, seriously? That's not... Dude, that's not cool. I love the look on his face. I'm sure you have some likely suspects. This is an emergency. There's no time to be concerned with nonsense like concrete evidence. Oh, you are going down. So you want us to arrest anyone that we haven't completely ruled out? Correct. I'm sure that the talented officers of Section 1 have narrowed down your searches to people of interest who had strong motives. I hear you suspect Ogata from May due to his grudge from his mistaken arrest, as well as the bereaved for that student suicide. It's fine as long as you feed the public a compelling reason for the arrests. Erased memories don't erase their guilt. But all these people have solid alibis for the crimes they're linked to. That'd make them less solid. Do whatever you have to do. Just arrest them. Chief, I understand your reasoning, but you're asking us to undermine this investigation. Rounding up suspects under fabricated charges will result in arrests that won't stick and incite more terrorist acts. He is 100% right. Listen to Hajime. People with the name Hajime are nice and smart, and you should listen to them. I'm just going between this and, obviously, Hakuoki. Our priority right now is to root out Adonis's leadership and dismantle the group. Could you stop talking, both of you, because I can't do your voices. Adonis's leadership, do you have any ideas about them? We're currently determining their organization. I can't. I'm Batman. It's now the time to be taking it so easy. In the eyes of the public, the X-Day crimes are being committed by people who are so terrible that even the police can't touch them. Of course, we're being blamed for our inability to prevent the attacks, but hatred for the terrorists is still stronger. With a terrorist organization of this scale, this is no longer only the police's problem. Thus, rather than trying to prevent terrorism, capturing any criminals we can should help restore the faith of the police. Not if you're arresting innocent people. Not that everyone's innocent, but you're arresting them for crimes that there's no way they committed. You just... I mean, like, we're going to arrest Akito and his family. Technically, Akito is guilty, just not of the crime you're going to arrest him for, so... I disagree. The priority is to stop terrorism. The lives of the citizens are at stake. And what if you fail again? Will you let the credibility of the police fall into ruin? I think it's already pretty much falling. Of course, we'll investigate the past incidents. Stopping terrorism is our top priority. We won't compromise on that. I can't allow you to futilely divide your resources or your forces to accomplish lesser objectives. Okay. Futile. Forgive my bluntness, Chief. Bluntness, Chief. But you're prioritizing honor and face over the lives of the people, and that's not the police's mission. What did you say? Calm down, you two. You may have personal dispute, but this meeting needs to move on. We'll keep working in here, so why don't you two come to terms outside? Minagishi! And just go cool off for a minute. Sorry. Just who do you think you are? Pretty insolent for a mere commissioner. And that's it for today's meeting. Individual orders will be given out afterwards. I apologize for my rudeness, sir. Let's continue this elsewhere. Oh, Morioka, before that, one thing. What? Someone new will be joining us. I think we should have a talk with him about her. Why am I here? No, Yoshinari, don't you dare blab! Sorry to keep you waiting. Can we ask you a few questions? Oh no, Yoshinari, no! Don't betray us! Oh god, this is not gonna go good. Stop, Mr. Okazaki! How many times have I told you to sleep? I'll be fine, I said. It doesn't hurt, and I'll heal fine without sleep. A night had passed since the Shinjuku garden event. I submitted a general incident report and got some time off, so I visited the hospital. When I arrived, I heard voices arguing from the hospital room. Don't tell me. I have permission from my superiors, and I'd personally like to leave too. But... Excuse me, may I come in? I could assume what they were arguing about, so I interrupted. Spacey! Okazaki's face lit up like a blooming flower when he saw me. I didn't realize that we were in the hospital. I was relieved that he was in good spirits, but I could only return a vague smile. Are you okay? Did you get the day off? I only had some minor burns, but they asked me to rest for now. Well, you worked really hard, so you should take a break. Don't I always tell you not to push yourself so hard? That's my line. Huh? Are you an acquaintance of Mr. Okazaki? Yes. I've told him he can't leave, but he won't listen. He was just wounded yesterday. Can you tell him? He's not even changed on his... He even got changed on his own. I was like, what? Explain to the nurse that I'm perfectly fine. You know that, don't you? The conversation went as I expected, and I returned their questions with silence. Then I turned to the nurse. I'm sorry, but could we have some privacy, please? Very well. Please watch over him so that he doesn't run away, and call me if you need anything. Thank you. I watched her go, and then turned my attention back to Okazaki. That's one strong nurse. When I tried to leave this morning, she forcibly dragged me back in here. You see, here, Okazaki, these are for you. Wow, pretty flowers. Thanks. You got him flowers. Should have gotten cookies or something. Oh, but I'm about to leave, so I guess I'll take them home for decoration. I gave you flowers before, but now I'm getting them back. Now we match. He's fucking insane. I just stared silently at Okazaki as he happily chuckled. Spacey, what's wrong? Are you in a bad mood? No, I wasn't angry. I was relieved to see him so cheerful. It was like as if the events of yesterday had never happened. But he's pushing himself too hard. His smile and skin tone were worse than normal. Even on painkillers, he still had to be in pain. Of course it hurts. He was wounded so badly. Yet he was smiling as he always did. Till yesterday, I might have thought that Okazaki was just being himself. But now, it all felt so wrong to me. Have a seat, Okazaki. We need to talk. Okay. Oh my god, are we breaking up with him? I didn't know we were dating. It feels like a breakup talk. Okazaki tilted his head curiously and sat down on the bed. He beckoned me over and I sat next to him. There aren't any other patients here, I think. And then I could speak calmly. I took a deep breath. First, thank you so much for yesterday. What's up? And I'm really sorry that you got hurt because of me. I dipped my head apologetically, then I heard him reply in a wry tone. Don't apologize. You did nothing wrong. I just made a small mistake. I misjudged your position and let you move into Sanjo's angle of attack. I consider the things he might try, but I didn't think about traps or explosives. I guess I'm getting rusty. Even as he berated himself, there was something happy about his voice. 'Cause, like, everybody would be like, you could have traps or explosives or, like, machetes tied to the trees that are come flying out if we trip uh, over the tripwires. What the fuck, Okazaki? It was heartrending. But I'm glad that you weren't hurt too badly. I'm glad I was able to protect you. Sanjo got away, but we still have his trail, so we'll just have to try harder. Before that, I have something to ask you. Yeah? Why are you going so far for my sake? Huh? Why are you literally putting your life on the line to protect me? What do you mean? I'm SP. It's normal for me to risk my life to protect someone I've decided to protect. It might seem weird to you, but everyone in the SP is exactly the same. Yeah, but in most other games, they're protecting us because they love us. Is that true? It's true that an SP officer risks his life to protect his principal. That's not what's strange. Oh, that's me. It's true that an SP officer risks his life to protect his principal. That's not what's strange to me. But you seem to overemphasize the risking your life part of the job over the part where you protect other people, Okazaki. I'll ask you one more time. Why are you risking your life for me? You asked me the same thing yesterday. Yes, back then. Why do you have to go to such extremes? You could have gotten yourself killed trying to protect me back there, you know? Maybe, but you don't need to worry about that. That's my wish. Your wish is to die? That's what you said. What did you mean? I meant exactly what I said. Exactly? Don't worry so much about it. Hey, don't worry. He laughed bitterly, perhaps noticing my growing suspicion. I'm full of life, and we have new intel. Yesterday was really productive. So, why don't we keep at this? Keep at this, like we've been doing. I won't fail you again. Don't try to hide it. You won't be able to work like you could before. Please answer me honestly. I don't think I can work with you anymore if I don't know the whole truth. My mind was a swirling miasma of doubt and uncertainty. If I couldn't clear them up, then I couldn't stay by his side the way I did before. Okay, so I watched him sigh in resignation. I quietly took a deep breath. Okazaki, I don't want to ask. Okazaki, do you really not care if you die while protecting me? I bluntly stated my question, and I wanted to cover my ears so I couldn't hear his reply. That's right. He calmly affirmed my worst fears. You see, I want to die while protecting you. He is so fucking messed up in the head. His smile didn't crack. It was as gentle as ever. He said the words that I least wanted to hear. What are you talking about? You're Okazaki from the SP. You want to die, don't you? Like me. Your eyes say you're searching for a place to die. It's like the fucking Old West. I recalled Sanjo's words. I hadn't misunderstood what he meant back then, but now I made the connection. What if he... Okazaki, do you want to die? I don't want to die in vain. There's no value in a meaningless death. I just want to meet an end that has meaning. I didn't want to understand. He wasn't saying that he was prepared to risk his life to protect me. He was protecting me because he wanted to die? That's why you protected me? You knew Adonis was targeting me and that I was chasing them, so I'd be in danger. I was someone worth protecting in his eyes. In other words, someone that would be in dangerous situations. He was protecting someone who was high risk in order to die. An honorable death? Just for that? Is this the guilt from like whatever happened in the past that he failed to protect someone and didn't die, so now he's like, "No, I have to go find some way to die." No, I don't want honor or glory. I want to die while protecting you. Because I'm a VIP. Not just that. You said you'd never run away from a challenge. You won't give up midway. That's what's important. He may have been complimenting me, but it didn't resonate that way at all. He's such a motherfucking nutterbutter. Before he had said, no matter what happens, no matter what the cost, my job is to protect someone special. I have my own role too. My own life gains meaning because I can protect someone else. And that's how I choose to view it. That was his raison d'etre? D'etre? I don't know. His reason for something. I don't know. Spacey? This entire time I'd misread him. Why do they gotta throw French in this shit? His vacant eyes weren't merely peaceful. They were gloomy, longing for death. That doesn't make me happy. Huh? If that's why you're protecting me, then I don't appreciate that at all. Now he's like, the fuck? I was shouting at him. My eyes were downcast, fists clenched in my lap. How could I ever be happy if I caused your death? I'd be tortured by guilt and sorrow. I don't want to make you sad either. I don't plan on going down like I did yesterday. I'll protect you until the end? What end? If I have to lose you to solve these crimes, then what's the point? Even if this is something you wish for, what about my feelings? He's like, huh? You're like, I fucking love you. And he's like, oh, I have no emotion. I just want to die. I'm an alien. That's not good either. But this is my wish. I'm sorry. I know what you're trying to say. I don't want to die and make you cry. And I don't want you to be sad. But everything will be okay. You'll forget about me soon enough. If this ends with you being sad, that's enough for me. It'll have been worth dying for if this ends with you being sad. Why is that? Wait, what? That sounds backwards. I don't get it. Okay. How could you? You're strong, so you'll be fine. You can face the future without me. So you really don't care about what I think about this, do you? It was like all our time together was crumbling. I was glad he offered to protect me. Despite this, I was glad he offered to protect me. Despite this, he'd been kind to me and made me feel safe. I like Okazaki's smile. When my collar had been exposed, I'd felt depressed for betraying his trust. His seriousness toward his work, his bluntness, his kindness, and his playfulness. When we were together again, I felt like the two of us were growing closer. I want to be by his side. I want to be with him forever, but he's special to me, and yet all this time he'd just been using me to fulfill his wish to die. I don't want someone like you protecting me. Oh my god, we heard him. I'd thought that I didn't mind being used, but now I couldn't take it anymore. Wait, don't overreact. That's not what I meant. I don't want to be protected by someone who's only living so they can die. But you'll really be in danger without someone to protect you. Can't you just take advantage of my services to keep yourself alive? Still, I'm not actively seeking out danger. It's tough protecting you in your situation. You try desperately to reach your goals, and I've risked death several times now because of the way you do things. I made you a promise. No matter what happens, you won't run. No matter what happens, I'll protect you. So don't you run away from me, no matter what. And don't give up on your dreams, no matter what it costs you. Stand proud. I choose to protect you because you're you. So can you promise me that? Whatever my feelings, it's not as if your goals have changed at all, right? And nothing that you need to do is even in the slightest bit different. He had warned me countless times not to forget my goals, not to turn away from reality, to carry out my ultimate goal of protecting Shinjuku, no matter what. Just yesterday I agreed with him, but now... No means no! I won't run. I'm not going to run away. Good. But that doesn't mean you have to be there protecting me while I do my work. What? I can ask someone else if I need protection. So, just leave me alone. I want to see where our affection meter is with him. Ooh, we're not up all the way. I mean, it doesn't really matter because, like, I stood up and headed for the door without looking at him. I didn't hear him try to stop me. I can't. I don't want to cry. I dammed off the flood of emotions. It had hurt terribly, like I was rejecting all the kindness he had ever shown me when I realized that he didn't even hold a fragment of me in his heart. I felt soaked with sadness and anger. I know, girl. We know we're going to end up with him, but it's still sad as fuck. Because at this point, I swear we've had better relationships with everybody else. I mean, okay, Enomoto was hard because he's, like, really interesting and, like, I mean, that's why I wasn't expecting Sasazuka to, like, fucking, like, kiss us right away. Like, in fucking, what, chapter 3? You were like, what? Heck, what? Because the rest of these motherfuckers are difficult. Anyway. Look, sir! It's that white cat. It's in a good mood today. Don't you want to pet it today? Hey, it looks like it wants you to touch it, sir. Wow, so even you can make gigantic blunders too, sir. Those wounds. And you came to work the next day. It's definitely like you to be running around with wounds that would kill an ordinary man. But when I heard you got caught in an explosion, I couldn't help but laugh. Sir, were you asleep while protecting her? Dang it, sir. You're so gloomy. Gloomy? Why haven't you put me in a headlock yet? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'm not feeling up to it. You don't look as messed up as you did before. So why are you so down? Spacey, she... Miss Hoshino? Her again? She's mad at me. Huh? Don't tell me she dumped you. Yeah. Just kidding. That never happened. What? You actually got dumped, sir? Wait, when did you start liking her? Oh, it wasn't like that. No. You don't need to explain. Anyone would obviously be depressed. Yes, sir. Yoshinari. Okay, let's go drinking today. I got your back, sir. I'm glad to hear it, but I have to see her. Huh? You're gonna cling to her after she dumped you? Well, that does take some guts. Oh, but you're really stubborn, right? What did you say? Ow! Please don't pinch me! Sorry, it was just a reflex. Man, you can always muster the emotion to torment me. What should I do, Yoshinari? You're asking me? Did you do something to make her angry? More like I said something. Every time you open your mouth, crazy comes out. You just got no sensitivity, sir. No matter how nice you look, there are some things that you just can't do to a woman without upsetting her, you know? This isn't really something specific to women. Nope, a woman's heart is a complex thing. Just when you think it's going like a raging storm, gets all soft and fluffy like cotton candy. Yoshinari, I'm being serious here. But so am I. Emotional change, huh? I wonder what changed inside her. She's a kind girl. I know she cares about the lives of others. That's why I didn't really want to tell her. I didn't expect her to get so angry. I said something similar to her before, though, but she accepted it back then. What did you say? That's a secret. I can't really help you then. Anyway, you want to make up with her, right? Yeah, I want her to feel better. I don't know why she's angry, though. This is every woman in the world, right? Oh my god, what the fuck, right? Why are you... And every man, I don't know why she's angry. Because 9 times out of 10, we're like, I'm just pissed for no reason. I'm either pissed for no reason, or I'm just like, if you don't know, I'm not telling you. Which doesn't help anybody. Okay, it's like 7 out of 10 times. The other 3 times, it's legitimately we're like, because you said this. But I don't understand why you're mad about that. I'm going to fucking kill you. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Because you don't want to listen. But we have to give it to Med that most of the time it's usually like, I'm not telling you why I'm mad at you. We're just mad for no fucking reason, or we don't know why we're mad, or we're not going to explain it to you and we expect you to know. That's exactly the situation, which I find amusing. Typically a gift is a good idea, but that might make you look desperate. Besides, if you said something wrong, then shouldn't you give her a sincere apology? But I really don't think I did anything wrong. No remorse, huh? I don't want to make her feel sad, and I do actually want to apologize for making her angry. You're stubborn, sir. You just refuse to change. That's right. My thoughts won't change. You need to understand that. Just apologize for giving her the wrong idea. Hey, if you clear up the misunderstanding, I'm sure she'll forgive you. Misunderstanding? I was just being honest. It's possible that I could pass everything off as a joke, but I don't really feel like it. That's unusual. Huh? You're good at misleading people. You don't shy away from lying. If it isn't false in a general sense, that is. Like, I'm not lying to you. You just misconstrued it, right? Yeah. So how about something like that? Oh yeah, because that's going to make her better. I didn't lie to you. You just misunderstood. I'm going to fucking kill you. Why can't you resort to using that tactic in this situation? I wonder why. I guess I don't want to lie to her. Sir, that's love. Love? My cruel and vicious Okazaki doesn't want to lie to the one he loves. I totally get that. Yeah, I told you before. Please don't pinch me. To think she'd get that angry. I thought I'd finally found her. I don't want to part like this. I don't find people this perfect every day. Strong, tenacious, and unwilling to back down from her goals. I thought it was fine because she was like that. Huh? Past tense. Earlier you said you didn't want to give up after being dumped, and now you're bailing out? I'm not giving up. I'm just disappointed. To be unwilling to sacrifice me, going so far as to completely reject my protection, that isn't like the woman I chose. She said she wouldn't run away no matter what. Wait, but I can ask someone else if I need protection. Then that means she's fine with sacrificing someone else? Maybe it's not that she's changed her way of thinking then. Then said she'd still pursue X-Day. She hasn't given up yet. But she doesn't want me. Well, whatever. What did you just decide? If I'm no good for her, she can find someone else. However, I'm still going to apologize to her. Okay, I don't see this turning out well. Good luck, man. Yeah, cover for me for a bit. Okay, you got it, sir. What did he tell them? What did Yoshinari tell them? Christmas Eve? Yesterday I'd gone to visit a sick friend, but I ended up cutting ties with him instead. I kept citing. It's supposed to be sighing. Tim, as I absent-mindedly prepared breakfast. I firmly said that I'd turn to someone else for protection, but as a police officer, it was my duty to protect others. Just because I had the collar didn't give me the right to depend on others for help. I depended on Okazaki. I didn't know how I could help. I didn't know when I'd be killed. I felt anxious and pathetic. Maybe I had been too passive for too long. What should I do now? Hey. We managed to stop one attack, but the situation hasn't improved at all, and Sanjo got away. I felt as if I'd suddenly lost my bearings, sighed heavily a few times. Are you listening? Spacey! Huh? Oh, Kazuki? I jumped at the loud voice and turned to see an irritated Kazuki. Why is he not irritated? Sorry, breakfast is almost ready. What breakfast? You mean all that burnt stuff? What? I set bacon to fry in a pan while I began making a salad, and how dark smoke was rising from that pan. How could I make such a basic mistake? I'm going out anyway. I'll pick up something at the convenience store. Wait, I'll make it again. You can't cook like that, can you? I don't want to get sick eating something bad. It just burnt. It's fine. Sorry. Kazuki's scolding just further deepened my depression. Today, I had to get it together and really focus on my job. Hey, you going to work today? Huh? Of course. You got hurt the day before yesterday, didn't you? Take the day off. I can't. Besides, it was just a few light burns. Not a big deal for the police if an underling like you takes a day off. Besides, you look sick. Do you have to throw yourself into danger just because you're a cop? Oh, Kazuki, you worried. I love you. And I love the fact that he's got fucking barrettes in his hair. I know they're like fucking bobby pins, but it's adorable. While his attitude was harsh, I could feel genuine concern from Kazuki. I was happy, but something felt different. We ate together every morning, but Kazuki never really said anything to me unprompted while we ate. Hug him. Kazuki. I looked intently at him. Is he scared? I just figured it out. Sorry. You must be worried too. Huh? What now? With the way Shinjuku is right now, you can't go to school, and now you feel like your own family is in danger. I'm sure you feel uneasy, but I'm always scolding you, and I never really thought about how you must be feeling. Now you decide to care? Yeah, you're right. It really is too little too late. But now, I want to make things right now. I don't want to expose you to danger. At the same time, I still want to respect your wishes. You've been going out for fun since school's out, but I don't think you're doing anything bad. Is there something that you want to do? I. Kazuki shut his mouth, but I waited for him to continue without saying anything. I haven't provided Kazuki a future where he can live in peace. I've just been pressuring him to live my way. Shinjuku wasn't normal. Day after day, there was heinous crime, and nobody knew who the next victim would be. There was no guarantee that Kazuki and I would live to see the next morning. Adonis's X-Day would arrive on January 1st. That day was almost upon us. I don't think anybody knows what happened. I don't think anybody knows what happened yesterday. He murmured his response with uncertainty in his voice, his tone quivering. I don't know if I'll be alive next year, and I don't think Shinjuku will ever return to normal. But I want to live how I want. I want to do the things I want to do. If I don't, I'll regret it. Like you said, yeah, I feel worried. Staying at home doesn't guarantee I'll be safe. And my friends, yeah. Oh, no! I can't! This hurts! Lately, I haven't been able to reach Akito. He said he was busy with something at home, but what if something happened to him that made his normal way of life not so normal anymore? He killed people, honey. I didn't really want to consider it. I wanted to bury myself in the things I like. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I get it. Just promise me this. When you go out, tell me where you're going. And don't walk the streets late at night. So in the end, this was a lecture? No! It's so that you can keep doing the things you want to do. I'm your big sister, but I'm pathetic. I don't have the power to make the world safe for you right now. But what I can do is try to make it so that you and everyone else can live a little safer. But what's the point in trying to work if I'm worried about you all the time? I'm not asking you not to go outside. Just tell me when you do. Please. I don't know if he really accepted it, but Kazuki responded with a slight nod. I want you to be happy. I'm going out then. Wait, where are you going? Studio at the east entrance. A studio? Playing a band. Going to practice and record. I was surprised that he told me, but the details were even more unexpected. I knew that Kazuki liked music. Not long ago, he even played the guitar at home. I'd scolded him for playing too loud and possibly annoying the neighbors. So he was that serious about it. I'll let you know when I'm coming home. With that, he left the living room. I felt slightly vexed, but I turned and called out to him from behind. Good luck, Kazuki! Let's talk about it when you come home. Kazuki didn't answer. I thought he seemed more relaxed as he walked away. I have to get ready. I'd give up on breakfast today. I packed up the rice porridge I'd made earlier and tidied up the kitchen. Then my phone rang from the table. Okazaki. I casually checked the screen and I was startled to see the sender. Morning. How are the burns? Okazaki? Until recently, we texted each other like this daily. But now, I didn't know how to feel about responding to him. The way he said it must mean that he's still concerned about me. But maybe this was just another way he was trying to use me. I didn't want to believe it could be true, but my chest hurt. I got released from the hospital. Can we meet today? I'd hesitated to send a reply, and in the interim, another text reply arrived. He forced his way out, probably. I looked at the screen for a while and then put my phone away without replying. I have to go to work. I slowly got up to change into my uniform. She's ignoring him. Oh, there's only a week until X Day. What I needed to do hadn't changed, whether or not I had Okazaki with me. I had to reduce the number of victims and do everything I could to expose Adonis and remove this collar. I let out several sighs. Once I changed and got ready, I headed for the door, purse in hand. He's going to be outside the fucking door. Yep, creeper. As I was about to leave, I heard the intercom ring. I had a really bad feeling about this. Yes? Spacey, it's me, Okazaki. I hope you saw my text. You didn't answer, so you came over like a fucking creep? Also, I figured that you'd be going into work today. I'll walk you to the station. No, thank you. Are you still mad? I'm not angry. You're lying. I can hear the anger in your voice. I'm sad. Because I said those things? Yes. I didn't mean it in a weird way. Which is like bullshit because you're fucking weird. I just thought I'd protect you, even if I had to risk my life. I'm sorry. I'm fine, so please leave. Okay. Sorry to bother you. I'll come back later. He's coming again. He apologized, but it didn't seem like he was giving up at all. Why me? Because I might be of value? Because I would probably be drawn into danger? I understood that. He doesn't have to be that obstinate. I'm sure there are many people like me. I hurt myself the more I thought about it. Okazaki should be gone by now. I'm going to work. He's watching her. He probably followed me to work. Moschino, are you okay now? Yes, thank you for worrying. Mochida, about Sanjo. Yeah, HQ acted on the intel you gave them. They conducted a residential search of the building in Kabuki-sho, but it was completely empty. A residential search? When the police need to search a private home for clues, they'll perform a residence search. This is usually done by the public prosecutor as well as the judicial police. You see, he's definitely the most recent perpetrator. He's wanted for questioning, but he never had a fixed address to begin with, so it'll be hard to track him down. He was a potential leadership figure within Adonis, so letting him slip from our grasp had cost us dearly. Worst of all, even if the operation wasn't approved, if I'd notified HQ in advance, they could have set up a perimeter around the scene. I can't mislead Investigations HQ anymore. Originally, I thought to explain everything about Sanjo to HQ, explaining that it had begun with a need to investigate the collar. Although there had been no victims in the bombing of Shinjuku Garden, Morioka grilled me pretty hard at the scene. Don't look so down. There's a lot of work to do today. Yeah. I just distractedly did my work, and before I knew it, it was time for lunch. I quickly finished my lunch and looked for a place where there weren't many people. I have to think about what to do next. Actually, we were close to a stalemate. Several suspects had been arrested for this month's incidents, but all of them had their memories erased. They couldn't tell us anything about Adonis. Right now, the only clue left is my collar. Hey, you're listening now, aren't you? There's no answer, but there had to be someone on the other side. The X-Day crimes are substitute murders, events orchestrated to avenge people who've been wronged in the past. I'm sure that some of the perpetrators have met you and don't disagree with your line of reasoning. And the police and the law didn't protect them, so they could do it themselves. You swayed them with that emotional argument. But what comes next? The perpetrators are in custody. No matter how many pawns you have, you'll run out eventually. Besides, the families of the people you've killed and the victims caught in the damage are sure to feel as vengeful as you do. We'll be their targets next. Do you intend to pursue something that pointless? Also, if you're going to kill all the evil people in the world, you're evil, so you have to kill yourself. So it's like, I mean, you're just... Adonis will oversee the new government. Well, but they're evil, so I'm just saying. Then nobody will understand what Adonis's justice means. Japan will never be reborn. Don't you understand that? I didn't expect a reply, but I talked to the caller to help me sort through my own thoughts.
Of course we understand that. As you say, it will be difficult for the citizens to understand our will given the current circumstances. But the rebirth of the nation is possible.
What do you mean?
Vengeance births more vengeance. Thus, it is simple to create a world in which sorrow is reduced to zero and a true rebirth can occur. We merely need to erase the malice which births such feelings. Humans develop malice because they have desire, ego, self-preservation, superiority, and inferiority. We just need to erase it all.
That's physically impossible. Oh my god, it really is Monokuma. It's a fucking robot bear because you're going to wipe out all the humans. That's the only way to do it. That means they'll erase humanity itself? I mean...
That wouldn't be easy. That's why you were chosen as an experiment for the first step of our plan.
I was chosen?
You've learned the sorrow of the victims and the malice of the assailants. Next, we want you to make your way to us.
Wait! The caller didn't respond again no matter how many times I asked. I hadn't understood most of what the voice from the caller was saying. But I did know one thing. Adonis is likely plotting some kind of mass murder. There would be no one left to take revenge. This isn't the time to be kicking over stones from old crimes. Unless Adonis was stopped, the damage could spread outside of Shinjuku. I steeled my will and took out my phone. I need your advice, Sasuzuka. Can you conduct a more thorough scan of the caller than you did before? His reply was immediate. It won't be easy. Your life will be at risk, but it's possible. Then please do it. Wait. Wait. Oh my god, we're texting all of them now. Wait. Are you serious about this? Too dangerous. If they trace us, they're sure to counterattack. That's why we haven't touched it yet. I'm prepared for the consequences. I just spoke with the caller, and it said to make my way to them. Not another come at me if you think you can. How cocky are these guys? I think this is the only way left to get a lead on Adonis. Kei Okazaki has joined the group. I'm leaving! What's up, Yanagi? Suddenly, Okazaki's name appeared as a member of the group chat. Apparently, Yanagi had invited him. Is he cooperating with Yanagi's team or something? I told the team that he had found out about the caller. Yoshino wants to trace the caller. We can't. We've already considered it and decided that option's too risky. We do it only as a last resort. That made it clear that they'd been communicating. It showed that Yanagi's team definitely trusted Okazaki. As long as I had this caller, it leaked all of our plans to Adonis. It made sense to work with more people who knew about the situation. Couldn't believe that they had kept this from me as part of a plan. There's no point if you die. I frowned at the next message. It says the guy whose dream it is to die protecting someone. They could have killed me at any time, but they haven't. If they want me to meet them, then I think we should give it a shot. It's time to use our last resort. Stupid cat has a point. I love Sasuzuka. We knew it. He'd be like, look, just fucking do it. Sasuzuka's like, I don't care, let's do it. Yes, thank you. Everyone else is all worried about me, and he's like, let's fucking kill her, I don't care. What if she dies? Mineo's right. There's still intel on Adonis' whereabouts. Don't panic. Takeru, did you narrow it down yet? Vague info isn't that useful. We're exceedingly short on time. Other sources? I frowned. I hadn't heard about that. The messages continued. Sanjo dropped a hint for us at Shinjuku Garden. My eyes widened. Okazaki's text felt like it was specifically addressing my doubts. Sanjo did? Okazaki was claiming that Sanjo had given us some kind of clue with his actions when we faced off against him. Come to think of it. I changed my mind. I don't want to be arrested. Still want to play with you a bit. After that, it looked like he whispered something. Maybe he'd assumed that Okazaki, an SP officer, could read lips. No, he's got a bug. Sanjo's hint for us was an underground tunnel. I think that's their hideout. He didn't want the caller to hear it. What was Sanjo thinking? A new doubt surfaced, replacing the previous ones. Another text Another text came. Yoshino, for now, just come by the office once you get off work. Okay. I closed my phone and sighed. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't afraid of trying to scan the caller. But if more people end up victimized because I was too scared, Kazuki could be next. Or even my coworkers or Yanagi's team. Maybe even Okazaki. I didn't want to see anyone else end up getting hurt in my place. Whatever my feelings, it's not as if your goals have changed at all, right? And nothing that you need to do is even the slightest bit different. I would protect Shinjuku. I'd give whatever relief I could to the people who lived here in terror. Those goals hadn't changed. But something did change. My dearest wish. I want Okazaki to live. I really wanted to be with him forever. I wanted to be protected by his gentle smile and his warm hands. But if his protection meant losing him, then it was better not to see him again. Protecting me because he wants to die? I thought I couldn't forgive or understand it. But I realized that I was always thinking about Okazaki. My break will be over soon. Muttering to myself, I remembered one more place I needed to go and ran over there. Do, 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 do. You came here just to see me. How do I put this? You're one honest woman. Tsuraishi, you've been a big help to me. We prevented Sanjo's attacks thanks to you. Thank you for your help. I just did it because I was curious. So, what is it today? Huh? I just wanted to thank you. Not that. You're making a look I've seen before. Before? When your heart was somewhere else. When Okazaki had discovered the collar, we drifted apart. I had been depressed because I thought I'd betrayed him. But now it's the opposite. This time I was running away from Okazaki. I didn't want to meet him. I didn't understand him. I was the one full of feelings of betrayal. Might it be about Okazaki? How did you know? He's like, you just told me. So I got it. Well, until midday the day before yesterday, you looked super relaxed. Did I look that relaxed? Yeah, totally. Especially when you were talking to Okazaki. I thought it was strange that anyone would get along with Okazaki that well. What do you mean? He has a pretty bad personality, doesn't he? Eh? Like, you don't? I love him. I do. I love him so much, but I thought he was on par with me in terms of rubbing people the wrong way. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Spacey's just going to shut her mouth. He isn't the type of someone like you, who's diligent and sensible, can get a read on. Okazaki has a bad personality? Well, you did cut ties with him. Why don't you trade me for him? Huh? You've been pretty useful since yesterday. I'm curious about the collar, too. We are going to trade him for you, but like in a couple parts. Right. Maybe I could get something out of Tsuraishi, so he's unreserved right now. He wasn't interested in me personally. He wanted to use me. I could work with that angle. No, from the start, Okazaki said he'd protect me for his own goal. I knew that too. We'd been together because our interests aligned. I'd stopped thinking about that because of my personal feelings. Kind of makes me feel like I'm doing Okazaki a disservice. No, Tsuraishi. Eh? Well, well. Didn't I tell you you couldn't mock Spacey without my permission? Okazaki, where did you come from? Huh? Through the door like a normal person. Ah, like a person! You figured out how to people. Don't sneak up on people. Well, you were talking about something, so I didn't want to interrupt. And yet you did. We were having an important conversation. You were? Yes. Am I being a nuisance? Ugh, I won't be tricked by those puppy dog eyes anymore. Yep, you are totally a nuisance. Anyway, you were getting on me for supposedly mocking her. But aren't you the one making a mockery of her? Her face has been tense ever since you came in. She doesn't want you here. Tsuraishi, what are you... I don't know the reasons, but I've got a keen eye. It's probably your fault, Okazaki. For some reason, you're the one person I didn't want to hear that from. Well, it's my fault, yeah. Yeah, I know that. That's why, Spacey, don't apologize to me. Eh? I'll just be frustrated if you do. Why? Because, Okazaki, you'll apologize but not change your mind, right? I knew he wouldn't deny it. I just knew it. This man was exceedingly stubborn. No matter what words I use to persuade you, I know that you'll never change on the inside. I've only known you for a short time, but I've at least learned that much, so please, just give up on me. And with that, I turned and left. I'd have to apologize to Tsuraishi later. I got dumped again. You have made her quite angry. You think so too, Tsuraishi? How unexpected. This might not mean much coming from me, but I'm surprised you can say that. Huh? You're making a fool of her. I can relate, believe me. But isn't it incredibly obvious to you? I'm not making fun of her. In fact, I chose her because of who she is. She's the type of person who can sometimes act in a manner that even I can't read. A meddling and soft-hearted soul. I doubt she'd ever get that mad for her own sake. Yeah. So in cases like these, Saraishi... forget it. That'd be no fun if I gave you a hint. There's no reason for me to help you. Aw, come on! And here I was thinking that even you had a soft side. That's your own fault. I don't have kindness. I don't know why it is you're so fixated on her, though. Why don't you try considering her feelings a bit more? Didn't expect to hear that from you. Yes, I agree. If I were you, I wouldn't bother. But you still gave me advice, even if it was for your own entertainment. Thanks, Tsuraishi. I'll give it a shot. I don't know if he's just an airhead. In these times, both love and passion can become quite intense, insipid though they are. In that sense, perhaps they make a good match. Well, whatever. Back to work. Back to being fabulous. And we're at time, so this is a perfect place to stop. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.